Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and you might know me here on RCgroups as TR6 World. And I'm doing something that's new here. I'm not really in my comfort zone doing this, but I'm kind of experimenting with technology for work, and I wanted to do kind of a video blog of my build thread. So I'm going to be doing kind of a traditional build thread, I guess, but I'm also going to be adding this element of a video blog. It's called vlog. So so that's what I'm doing. I've done a couple of builds before. I'm kind of a novice builder, scratch builder. My flying buddy Mark Rittinger has been helping me with building some of my projects. We did a build thread together on the P-47 Thunderbolt that you can find. It's under Mike's P-47 Thunderbolt. I think it's 48-inch P-47 Thunderbolt. And then also I did the P-51B build thread back in 2009, and that was a blast. That was something I did more or less on my own. I had a little help with from Mark, which I really appreciate. And so this time I'm ready to do another build thread, and the reason why is because I crashed my Mustang. So the field that we fly at happens to have a giant windmill, and the windmill has kind of a magnetic attraction towards RC airplanes, and so I crashed into that. It was bad. So we call it the shredder, and it did its job, and this is what's left of my P-51 Mustang. You see the German markings on here. I actually did, and you'll see it in my build log, the 2009 build log, Mike's P-51B Rittinger Mustang. You'll see that I did a captured theme, and I just wanted something different, but more or less I wanted to have the contrast, the bright colors show up and be easier for me to see when I fly it. This is a great plane. Mark's got great plans. It was easy to build. That's why I'm doing it again, but this time with a little bit of a different twist to it, the video blog, the vlog, but also Mark was gracious enough to make the plans a little bigger for me. So this is going to be a 48-inch P-51B Rittinger Mustang, and I'm looking forward to building it. I've got the plans right here, and I'm getting ready to get started on this. So I think what my intentions are, you know, I'm going to have some regular build times, but they're not going to be online. I'm not going to be spending a lot of time doing the videoing, but I thought maybe, I don't want to commit to once a week, but occasionally on my build I will do a vlog, and I'd like to do a live vlog. I'm trying to figure out how to do that on RCgroups. I can't really embed a live feed right now into RCgroups. I'll be talking to them about a little more about how to do that. So for those of you that when I do post and I have and I'll announce that I have a live feed, you click on the link and you'll end up watching it on YouTube. And if you have a YouTube account or if you have a Google account, you'll have an opportunity to chat there. So if you did want to chat and check things out, you could to do that. You can ask questions about the project or make comments or encourage me or whatever. So I will we'll see how that works out if we get to that point. But like I said, again, I'm doing this for more or less for a work experience. I'm planning on doing some video marketing for our company, and with the intention on doing some video blogging or vlogs. And so I'm kind of using this as an opportunity to experiment and play with that. So I've already started to get my supplies together. I've got my lumber list. I'm going to post my lumber list on the thread. You'll be able to see that. I've also got some of the other supplies. I've got foam. You know, I've used this is foam insulation board, and I've used this for my foam wings. I cut foam wings, and I'm actually going to see if I can try to do that online so you guys can actually see me doing it, or at least do a video of it so you'll see what it's like. But when I went out to buy the foam block this last time, you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere, and they have these 4x8 sheets, 2-inch thick insulation foam board. And you'll see here that this one is actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually curved. And I really wasn't paying attention when I bought it, but when I got it home and I started looking at it, I realized how wavy the board was, and that's not good. So when I'm doing my foam cutting, and so I was kind of let down about that, a little bummed, and went out, and we've got a local place called the Foam Factory here near us in Southeast Michigan, and I've actually got this nice and straight 2-inch foam board here that I'll be using to cut my foam. I also have been experimenting with some different templates for cutting the foam. This is kind of a Formica tabletop, and I started to work with this to try to use for my templates, as you can see here, my wing templates. The Mustang actually has an outer wing panel and an inner wing panel. The inner wing panels use 2 of these same size templates. The outer wing panels use like a medium or a big size and a smaller size. So you'll see the wing kind of tapers back a little bit. It's a little narrower. You'll see it when we do the build. But I wasn't really happy with the results of this. It wasn't real smooth, and so I experimented with different materials. This is actually like flooring squares, like linoleum flooring squares, and I thought, wow, okay, I'm going to get a real nice smooth edge with this. But when I started to take the hot wire to it, I noticed that it actually melted just a little bit. So maybe I wasn't moving the wire quick enough, but I was a little cautious. And so I started to look at different wood materials. I didn't want something too thick like this ply here, and so I found that I was going to use like a 1/32 thick ply, aircraft ply. And I did my templates, and let me find them. They're laying around here somewhere. I did my my templates, and thought I did a pretty nice job. Here they are. Thought I did a pretty nice job getting these together. At least nice enough for me. I'm happy with them. And so they're thin enough where I can push a pin through into the side of the foam to use as my my guide as I draw the hot wire. So I've got 2 of these templates, and then I've got the medium size and the smaller size for the outer wing panel. So we'll be going over this when I do the video on cutting foam wings. And oh, one of the things that I've been doing, this is something that's interesting. Printing technology has changed over the last 4, 5, 6 years, and so if you ever have plans done, they change the ink. So you used to be able to just take acetone and rub the acetone onto the wood through the plans, and the ink would transfer onto to your ply or to your balsa that you're going to cut. It doesn't do it that if you go to like a FedEx, Kinko's, like a place like that, their ink doesn't do that anymore. So you've got to find a place that does architectural drawings that still uses the old technology. So I did that. In this case, this other technique, I actually just cut out and glued the template onto my wood and then cut around that. So you may have your favorite way to do it, tracing it or whatever you want to do. But that's what I did, and that's why you see these marked like this. So let's see. Okay, so in the future, again, if you have a Google account, I mentioned if we ever get the chat working live, you'll be able to do some live chatting. Otherwise, we'll just use the traditional posts on the thread. And I mentioned how often I was going to do it, and I'm not exactly sure how often, but it'll be somewhat regular, once a week or whenever there's something worthwhile to post. So I think that's it for now. This video is going to be posted on the thread here shortly, and that's it. So it's nice meeting you guys. Check in on the thread, subscribe, and let's watch this thing get built. I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to get to know you a little bit, and ultimately flying flying this plane. So I'll put up more details about the aircraft and the specs and all that on the thread, and we'll talk to you later. Take care. See ya.